taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler as he gets set. Seahawks offense. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flip.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown. And now early on in this one, we get our first look at this offense. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
1st down.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, 2 hands. 2 hands still works.
I know, but and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Will Dissly.
Will Dissly. Now Myers for the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here now the first carry is a Falcon for the man coming home to Georgia, Todd Gurley. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Now this defense, of course, well aware of what Todd Gurley can do from his days in the NFC West. And they had to game plan ways to stop him for 5 years as a member. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At the 2-yard line.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the Falcons' 2-yard line.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to send.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Casey on the coverage.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second? And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how...
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 20.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
That's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
At the 20.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now the second down throw on target. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Now Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls. The drawbacks are running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15 and all the way down to the 12. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 44 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done?
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Out to his left. Oh, that was dangerous.
Wilson on the keeper.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he will running away with this one. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Oliver. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Matt Ryan and the Falcons getting ready to go again here on offense. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
Ready, blue 80, black 25, 51, sub. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, it's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Caught on the right side by Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Recovered by
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up.
He's got it at the 15. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remaining for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll kick things off with an NFC East battle between two old foes, Philadelphia and Washington. And it's the home team who are out in front. Dontrell Inman, a good game there. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then two more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. A gain of 6 there on first.
To pick up at 6.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble.
That's good for a Falcons.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take it.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
At the 22-yard line. A gain of 4.
On third down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good catch there by DK Metcalf, and when he came into the league, we were all impressed by his physical attributes. Looked like he was chiseled out of stone. This guy's body is one that we all really wanted to have. But as his rookie season progressed, they added more and more to his plate. Now at times, with his size, his speed, and ability to catch the ball downfield, he looks downright unstoppable.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now he'll tuck it and run. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. He gives to Gurley. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley. We all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At their
from just shy of midfield, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Lions pass complete.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
He can run for it, and he will. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Wilson
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Here's Ryan to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go down for a loss inside as this defense been seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
On the keeper. Intended for Carlos Hyde.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and
this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference, offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And